Hello students, hi friends, this is KD sir from KD CVAM channel. I hope you all are doing well and I hope आप लोगों का कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स की प्रिपरेशन अच्छी चलती होगी और जो रहे लॉ स्टूडेंट्स आई होप यू आर गेटिंग विद दिस सिलेबस राइट. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ अवर वीडियो. ऑलरेडी आई हैव submitted number of videos in this series of Law of Evidence Act, right? And this is the another additional video. Today's topic is distinction between oral evidence and the documentary evidence. This topic is also very much important. So we will cover with the definitions and the difference between. Please share and subscribe our video. Please share and subscribe our channel, right? Share करो, इतना share करो और सब्सक्राइब करना प्लीज मत भूलो, अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी बोलो, राइट? तो बिकॉज वी पुट लॉट्स ऑफ एफर्ट्स टू रीच आउट टू यू एंड वी वांट टू रीच आउट मोर नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स एंड फ्रेंड्स लाइक यू. लेट्स कंटिन्यू. द डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन ओरल एविडेंस एंड डॉक्यूमेंट्री एविडेंस. As we start with the introduction, there are two types of documents. One is oral and documentary. जैसे नाम बताता है, oral मतलब whatever we say, right? और documentary मतलब documents, right? The value of documentary evidence is more than the oral evidence. The court mainly accepts documentary evidence but takes oral evidence into consideration. क्योंकि हर बार आपको documentary evidence मिलेगा ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, तो we need to consider oral evidence also. So in court, documentary evidence has more value. Let's start with the definition of oral evidence. Now section 59 and 60 of the Indian Evidence Act deals with oral evidence. It has been defined under section 3 of the act as all statements which the court permits or requires to be made before it by witnesses in relation to matters of fact under inquiry. Such statements are called as oral evidence. The term oral in itself explanatory that includes anything spoken or expressed by mouth. Similarly, definition of documentary evidence. Now chapter 5 of the Indian Evidence Act deals with documentary evidence. Section 61 to 90A fall under this chapter, whereas section 61 to 66 of the act gives answers to the questions that how the contents of a documents are to be proved. Now if you see an ancient Roman proverb, vox audita perit, litera scripta manet. This is the proverb of Rome, right? The which means that the spoken words vanishes. जो बोला गया वो खोआ जाता है हवा के साथ, लेकिन the written word remains forever, right? This is how the documentary evidence gets the more importance than the oral evidence. The law of evidence recognizes the superior credibility of the documentary evidence as against of the oral evidence. As per the section 3 of the Indian Evidence Act, all documents produced for the inspection of the court, such documents are called documentary evidence. Now this is the definition, right, of which documents are called as documentary evidence. They must be produced for the inspection of the court. The documents are verified, they are checked, right, and वो कितने सही है, क्या है, कितना परफेक्ट है, सही है, डुप्लीकेट है कि नहीं, वो सब उसका चेक किया जाता है. देन ओनली इट इज एक्सेप्टेड एज डॉक्यूमेंट्री एविडेंस. नाउ डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन, जो हमारा वीडियो है वो उस पे आते हैं कि ओरल एविडेंस एंड डॉक्यूमेंट्री एविडेंस. नंबर 1 पॉइंट, oral evidence means and includes all statements which the court require or permits to be made before it by witnesses in relation to matters of fact under inquiry. और वही चीज documentary evidence means and includes all documents produced for the inspection of the court. Second point, oral evidence is a statement of witnesses. Documentary evidence is a statement of documents. Third point, documents are denominated as dead proof and as distinguished from the witnesses who are said to be living proof. दोनों में फर्क है ना. सिर्फ living persons ही they can give the oral statement, so they are called dead proof. These are called living proof. ये point है. Now fourth is documentary evidence is superior to oral evidence in permanence and in many respects, like in trustworthiness also. but oral evidence are less superior to documentary in permanence and in many respects and trustworthiness. There are more ways of trying the genuineness of the documentary. जैसे मैंने बताया था verification, the genuineness of the documentary evidence, but there are very less ways of disproving the oral evidence. Now, in many cases, the existence of documentary, अगर एक documentary evidence आ जाता है, तो oral evidence का वहाँ पे मान्यता रहता नहीं है, मतलब उसका इंपॉर्टेंस रहता ही नहीं. द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ एविडेंस एक्सक्लूडेड, राइट. तो दिस इज द लास्ट पॉइंट एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. ओके, आई होप यू गॉट इट. तो द कंक्लूजन सेज दैट बोथ oral and documentary evidence are strong sources of evidence, but the power of each ranges from case to case and to the various circumstances. कुछ केसेस ऐसे होते हैं, कुछ सर्कमस्टेंसेस ऐसे होते हैं जहाँ ओरल एविडेंस बहुत मान्यता रखता है, राइट. तो दैट्स डिपेंड्स ऑन द सिचुएशन एंड केस टू केस. नाउ डेफिनेटली documentary evidence which is in the form of written evidence can be considered to be stronger and more reliable in comparison to oral evidence, but the courts takes into the account both of these, as sometimes documentary evidence may not be available to prove a fact. Thus, both of these are equally important, and the interpretation of these has paved a way for a better form of justice. And that's all for this video. I hope you got it. Very important topic, but very small topic. आप लॉ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए और आप बाकी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी बहुत काम आएगा, राइट. तो अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आए तो प्लीज़ शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करो हमारे चैनल को केडी शिवम, and keep on commenting in the comment box. Okay, bye, have a nice day. Let's meet in the next video. Bye.